Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Comtao from Amazonian Angelfish. It's good to see you guys back again. This is part 3 of 3 of all the fish stores that we visited in Westminster, California. While waiting for an event to start outside of the Asian Garden Mall here, me and my wife visited the Fish Warehouse, the Fin Shop Tropical Fish World and Pets, Koi and Goldfish, 8888 Tropical Fish, Nolan's Aquarium, DD Fish Pets, and finally Tong's Tropical Fish. Alright guys, last fish store of this video here is OC Shrimp Aquatic, and here we go. We are gonna go inside the fish store here, see what they have to offer. This is how the fish store looks like. They got some Japan lights over here. Very nice. They got the bettas here. Oh, look at this setup. It's so cute. Oh, I like the setup. And in here, it's like, it's just moss in here. The betta sorority tanks. I'm gonna go into this aisle here, and over here are more stuff. The owner of the store is Michael. He's very nice and allowed me to record his fish store here. Look behind us here before you miss out on anything here. Very cool little fish store. Wow, look at these. Look at those filters. Dude, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna have to get those filters. Definitely get those filters. Got lots of nanofish here. Definitely a nanofish specialty store. Shrimp store. A whole bunch of these over here. I'm gonna go back down. I'm not sure if I captured everything here. Dude, these are some nice fish. These are emerald rasboras. Alright guys, because I have no knowledge in shrimps and I honestly don't have any idea of what kind of shrimp these guys are. I'm not a shrimp expert. I'm gonna go ahead and just mute myself and mute this video here and just play some nice music in the background for you guys to enjoy. Let me know down in the comments below what kind of editing type you guys would like from me in the future. If I do fish store tours, would you guys just like silent fish store tours just like this one, or do you guys prefer my yapping in the back? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'm gonna come back again after this fish store tour here. we are back to the main of the store here. Alright guys, so we are here at Little Saigon. It's a
Little
Vietnamese
Saigon.
yeah. It's a little Vietnamese town in Los Angeles here, and specifically Asian Garden is the store right behind us here. And this is the nightlife of Vietnam street food here. So I'm going to show you guys what they have here. Definitely got the vibes going on here. So guys, me and my wife was waiting all day for this, and I'm gonna show you guys what they have here. Definitely a lot of Vietnamese street food here, and man, it was so many that we couldn't possibly eat all of them. I wanted it to, but my stomach said no. We had such a good time over here, especially my wife. She enjoyed all the food and, you know, everything that they had to offer here. And yeah, we just enjoyed our time over here. We had a lot of great food over here. My belly was full, but during that night, I thought about it, and I'm like, man, there was an emptiness in me, in my heart. I couldn't just leave this place without bringing any fish with me. If I could, I wanted to go back in time, reverse everything, and just visit the fish store that I wanted to visit. If only I have enough time to just go back to the fin shop, Tropical Fish. This is one of my favorite stores that we visit here. And just looking at these past clip here, it really makes me wonder how life really would have been if I'm able to just go back over there and get one of these fish and fly it off with me, or ship it out to me back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And man, my heart is breaking right now. I really wish that, you know, I could bring some of these albinos back with me. I mean, look at all these albinos right here. These are albino kois, and I've been chasing albinos forever. So far, I haven't found any good albinos that I wanted to keep breeding, you know. And these are some pretty good albinos right here, and they were pretty large. And I'm like, man, I wish I could take some back, you know. Especially these angelfish right here, the kois. God, they're looking so good. Man, if only I can take some back. But what if I can't? You know? I thought about it, and I'm like, maybe I should. Maybe I should just bring in one angelfish. That wouldn't hurt if I just bring one angelfish, right? And I thought about it, which one of these guys would I bring back? Would it be these big boys over here? Or would it be like one of these smaller ones over here? You know, these are the albino kois as well. And I didn't want to risk taking any of the big boys over there. There's a chance that they might die during the trip or whatever. There's a chance that TSA might not allow me to bring any of these fish with me. So I'd rather just risk the life of one small fish here. And there's a chance that if one of these fish is able to make it with me through TSA, they will be able to stay alive long enough with me, moving back and forth and everything, in the bag and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take maybe one of these. But then I thought to myself, why not just take all three, dude? If one is gonna come with me, all three of them have to come with me. So with that mindset, I went ahead and grabbed all three of them, guys. That's right, I grabbed all three of them with me here. And you know what, I don't care what anybody else say. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna try my best to bring these guys with me here. Alright guys, we are nearing the TSA post right here, and man, this is the spot right here. Fingers crossed, dude, fingers crossed. I'm gonna try my best. And during this time here, I did talk with the TSA people, and I did tell them that the TSA website does allow fish to come onto board with you guys. They wiped my fingers down to see if there's any drugs. They wipe the fish bag down to see if there's any drugs. Obviously there's no drugs involved, and the fish are doing fine. The fish is alive and healthy, so obviously there's no drugs inside, otherwise the fish would have died. Their only main concern was the amount of water that was in the bag, and they told me that next time don't put too much water. I'm very lucky that the guy that I was working with, he said he wanted to work with me, and he had goldfish, he has fish as pets, and he really wanted me to take my fish along with me. So I'm very thankful for those guys to go ahead and let me just pass with these guys here. Initially they wanted it to open the bag. However, I told them that we are unable to open the bag, mainly because inside of the bag it was packed with 99% pure oxygen, and if I was to open the bag, those oxygen would be released and the fish would not get any oxygen. Our oxygen in the atmosphere is only 20% compared to the 99% that was in the bag, and therefore the fish would die soon. And with a little bit of explaining to them, they understood and they allowed me to go past this checkpoint here. Of course, you have to let your airline know about it as well. However, you know, when you get past that point, don't take out your fish and flash it to everybody, guys. Zip your backpack, zip your mouth, and you should be able to bring your fish home. There's one thing that I wanted to add, guys. Just because I myself made it through with this bag does not guarantee that in the future I will make it with another fish bag, or even you guys will make it with another fish bag. See, the situation varies and it's different. For example, these guys, they're just regular workers, all right? Just like you and me. You know, they're there to work, they're there to do their own thing. For me, if something is out of protocol or if something doesn't seem right, it's very easy for the TSA officers or even for me to just say no. You know, it's easier to say no and deny whatever they're bringing along compared to saying yes and being in trouble later on. But I'm very lucky that the TSA officer that was working with me, he also had fish as well. So it really goes to show that people in the community, shout out to the TSA officer. I'm not sure if you're watching this video. It's hobbyists that work together and have the same understanding to make things possible. Now, this is possible with the TSA and everything with their online rules and regulation. However, at the end here, it really depends on the TSA officer whether he says yes or no, or whether she says yes or no. So what happened here might be different in a different situation. But this is just a showcase to you guys that yes, fish are able to go through TSA safely. They didn't radiate it, they didn't do anything to the fish. So these guys are still pretty fertile. And I do plan on breeding these guys. Alright guys, we are back home here. And this is how the fish room looks like. It looks exactly the same way we left it. There's actually breeding activities going on in the fish room here, which was really surprising. I used the automatic fish feeder, and there was like multiple spawns going on in the fish room here, and I was just surprised. I did notice something differently though, the batch size that these guys produce. Because they were eating basically off of the fish feeder, the batch size was half the size that they normally would have been. But they took care of the babies and everything, and you know, just doing their own thing, and just like I never left, you know. But I guess when I was staying with them, I do feed them a little bit more than the fish feeder would feed them, and it would allow the female to plump up with more eggs. So yeah, these guys are still doing pretty well. There's no deaths that occur. Yeah, so I'm very grateful that that has happened. And I have so many pairs right now. This pair right here was posted for sale, and one of my good friend, he said that he wanted them. So right now they are on hold for him. I just want to showcase them to you guys how they look like. And these guys in here are my blue marble veils. And I try to zoom in right here, and obviously the camera is not working with me today. It's not capturing any of the wigglers here, but you know, just to show you guys how they look like. And they are doing well in breeding in here. The reason why I didn't get these koi right here is because although they look nice, but when compared to the ones that I had at home already, Um, obviously, the ones that I have at home are much better in terms of quality and the coverage and everything. If you look on the bottom of the belly right there, mine is more full coverage, and although they are nice, the grass isn't greener on the other side. Now I got these albino kois right here instead because one, they are smaller, so they are easier to tag along with me for the journey back home, and two, they have higher coverage compared to the ones that I have at home. So in this case, the grass is greener on the other side. This guy right here is the only koi albino veil that I have produced, and obviously the finish looks nice, but in terms of coverage and everything, it's not as high coverage. And this guy is the guy produced by Craig Oliver, and these guys are the koi albinos at the store right here. I think it's fairly easy to get the red cap on the kois, especially the albinos. However, it's just very difficult, in my opinion, to get any colorage on the body part. I got 3 of the albino ones in hopes that when they grow up, one of them will turn into a female, and I'll breed that female with this male right here. As you guys can see here, there's some coloration on the end portion of the body there, and it also has a red cap. These are the babies that is produced by that same red guy over there, and these guys looks very nice. They have the very nice extended red going onto the dorsal. Some of the babies that are produced, like the guy behind the guy in front of us here, he does have some red coloration coming into the anal fin right there, and yeah, it looks pretty nice. And I'm looking forward to producing albino kois that has the extended red coloration onto the finnage and not just the body. I'm not worried about body coverage or anything like that for the first couple generations. Alright guys, that's it for this video here. That's all I got for you guys. I'm glad that you guys tag along with me on my journey here to all the fish stores located in Westminster, California here. I'll see you guys on the next video.